Welcome back to Lost Dimension. Okay, last time we have completed just about every one of these missions, and I went and replayed one of them off camera because I wanted to get rid of that embarrassing D rank on my record. That is now an S rank. And with that, see, it's interesting. Only one red remark appeared, and I did bring George Jackman to that one, so out of the others, I mean, is Argito more suspicious? I'm not sure, but he didn't appear in that vision we saw, so I guess I'm not really suspecting him just yet. There seems to be only one more option left, go to Judgment, though. Okay. It seems so weird that we're going to this without any introduction of the vision point system at all. Because we never got to spend vision points, we don't have that readout that indicates who's suspicious and who isn't, and the moment that we enter the Judgment Room, our progress will be saved and there is no going back. We have to decide which one among us is the traitor. And it still feels weird that they do that to you without giving you a chance to use any vision points or VP. Unless I actually haven't purchased that ability yet. Combat sensors, weather forecast. Doesn't look like that's an unlockable ability. Yeah, I'm just terrified to get this wrong. That's the thing. Now, we haven't seen the Judgment forecast either, so I'm a little suspicious, but guess we have to go. Game does save. And it does automatically save after you perform Judgment, which is the thing. Again, I'm surprised that there hasn't been a tutorial at all on determining who the traitor is. Or the votes forecasts. Here we are.
What is this room? It seems so different.
This place is strange, but a different sort of strange than everywhere else we've been. What does it all mean?
The door!
No going back, it's locked behind us.
It won't open. Are we locked in?
Oh no. Did we walk right into a trap?
Impossible! How could we, defenders of justice, ever fall into a trap?
You're sweating a bit there.
Locking us in here, huh? I'm curious what his intentions are.
This sure is a bizarre-looking machine. I wonder what it's used for.
I wonder what all these are for. There's 11 of them.
One for each of us. I think I know what that means.
One for each of us, I guess.
Oh, you said it.
Who the hell cares about that? Let's hurry up and get out of here. I'll knock down the wall if I have to.
Good thinking there.
He chose to trap us here for a reason. I assume breaking out is not going to be easy.
No, it's not going to be.
So we were deceived from the beginning. Is that what this is? You can hear us, can't you? Why don't you show yourself, the end?
And there's Evil Crom.
We call and you show up. I didn't expect such politeness.
I see you're all getting along quite well as you climb upward. But I'd like to know, have you managed to discover the traitor?
It's not as easy as all that. No one's just gonna come out and admit it. But come on, how do we know you aren't lying? I'm more of a seeing is believing guy.
Well, we did see something that might point to someone being suspicious.
Truth doesn't require proving. Whether you believe me or not doesn't change the state of reality.
Maybe, but we still don't know if you're telling the truth.
I have no intention of trusting the words of the enemy. Do you really think I'd believe there's a traitor among us?
You can choose not to believe me, but eventually your fate will be sealed. You will have to keep moving forward if you wish to stop me. And unfortunately, in order for you to leave this room, there is a task that you will need to perform.
Quit being so ambiguous. Why don't you just hurry up and tell us what you want?
There is something you must do first. You must erase one of your own, by your own hands.
And yes, all part of this guy's sick game. We have to eliminate someone. Hopefully, we eliminate the traitor.
What?
Because we don't think it's going to get very bad for us later on.
Erase? You want us to kill someone? Why would we do something like that? We are comrades fighting for the same cause.
And you are looking a bit suspicious there.
You are mistaken. If there is a traitor in your midst, how can you be comrades?
We can be comrades with everyone except the traitor.
I noticed you didn't specifically say kill earlier.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that.
Oh, you'll understand. For now, you must cast your votes.
Yeah, I get the feeling that there's something special about erasure. If he wanted us to kill each other, he would have said kill. I get the feeling there's going to be a big reveal about what exactly erasure is later on, but I'm pretty sure that people who get erased, just my plot genre savviness senses going off, I'm pretty sure that people who get erased aren't actually dead. They might be even worse, though.
You must all determine whom you wish to erase.
A vote that decides who gets erased.
So you're having us erase one of our own. Is that your game?
Erase our own teammate? There's no way we'd do that.
Oh, but you cannot proceed until you do. It's not so difficult. Simply erase the traitor.
That's still getting rid of someone that we've got to know this
Assuming
for this
you
long.
figured out their identity, that is.
I got a better idea. Why don't I just kick your ass right here and now?
Well, because it's another hologram.
I exist on a whole different plane. I believe we've been over this. Besides, you currently do not have the power to defeat me.
Yeah, considering that you're an RPG final boss, chances are you're in the level range for around 50 to, well, RPGs these days tend to go into around 70 and 80, so I guess around there, and we're only at level 10.
Huh? Well, this is rather inconvenient.
What's the matter?
Looks like we can't use our gifts here.
Oh!
How astute. Yes, as long as you remain here, you won't have your powers.
Well, that makes fighting in here a lot harder.
Your abilities are sealed, and you cannot use them to escape.
I'm pretty sure Yoko's gonna like it in
There
here,
is no
though.
choice but to obey, and to participate in this little game of death. If you wish to climb the tower and save the world, you'll need to get your hands dirty. With the blood of your compatriots. I'll be waiting for you up above. I'm just dying to see you.
Somebody punch him now, please.
And like that, he's gone. What's that guy's problem?
You're remarkably cheerful for someone who could potentially get erased here.
So, let's discuss the situation, perhaps. Anyone got any ideas?
In order to proceed, we must erase one member from the group. In other words, the end means for us to kill each other.
Again, he didn't say kill. I get the feeling there's something more to this.
No, there's no way that should be allowed. We're teammates, aren't we? Why do we have to kill each other?
Such a righteous opinion. But no matter how noble it sounds, you're just avoiding the problem at hand. Everyone here is well aware that our true enemy is the end.
Isn't it a bit early in the day to make such an important decision?
Yeah, there has to be another way out of here, right?
You said it. Perhaps we should take a gander at the room again?
But if the end is telling the truth, we need to rid ourselves of the traitor.
Exactly.
We're still talking about this?
Screw this! Whoever the traitor is has 2 seconds to step forward.
Calm yourself. We are playing right into the enemy's hand if we panic.
Or you're too suspicious about being found out.
It'd be rather typical if the bloke who keeps going on about justice were the traitor in the end.
What? You suspect me?
Hey, let's not forget the girl with the accent. She's already putting up an act.
Oh, careful, this is exactly what he wants. Don't go doing this.
Oh, you flatter me. But I'm not that clever of a bird.
If you people point fingers long enough, just about anyone can start looking suspicious.
Is this really a laughing matter?
What's it matter if I laugh? I don't trust any of you. I don't suspect any of you either. If you ask me, you're all equally insignificant.
Well, we kind of got that out of your conversation.
So you're saying that you won't hesitate to suspect or kill any of us?
This is important because different characters have different ways in which
That's
they vote.
quite the philosophy you've got.
I thought you'd have a similar mindset, no?
I won't deny it.
Yeah, she's kind of like that too. She just wants to kill the end.
So, what now? There's no way for us to continue until we find the traitor, right?
We can't be sure that there's no way to get out just yet. Let's try searching the room once more.
I guess. Alright, I'll check over there.
Will you be fine by yourself? I can go with you.
No, I'm fine. It isn't safe pairing up, you know, if there's a traitor here.
He's got a good point.
Oh.
At any rate, let's look for an exit. This room can't be completely closed off. There has to be some kind of way out.
I hope that's the case.
So everyone goes looking for a way out, and they probably aren't going to find one.
It doesn't look like there's anything here.
If only we could use our abilities, we could tear down these walls.
Oh, come now, Toya. You needn't be so violent.
Says the girl whose gift is best suited for violence.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Whatever could you mean? I quite dislike violence.
And yet you are the best at punching people in the face.
You have such superhuman strength. That's a shame. I would have been glad to count you among my soldiers.
What?
All of you, just stay where you are!
Huh? What the hell are you doing, George? Let her go!
Well, that was unexpected.
Huh? What are you doing to Yoko?
We saw a vision of this before, though.
Would you stop joking around? I don't find it funny at all.
That's a massive understatement.
I'm serious about this.
But what are you doing? Either you're the traitor or...
That's enough, George. Let her go.
Don't come any closer!
But they wouldn't kill one of your teammates outside of a, erasure.
The man seems rather worked up. He might actually be capable of going through with it, I'd say.
I know what this is. I heard all about it. This device is the real thing. That it really will erase us.
How do you know about this device?
What are you talking about, George?
I am different from the rest of you. I must survive this ordeal. Even if
Huh?
it means I have to kill you.
Okay.
George, what are you saying? Oh, wait.
You gotta be kidding. Is this happening?
How ironic. Who would have thought that the End's words would be proven in this way?
So I did hear that that the first time you play through the game, the first traitor is always set in stone. But I did kind of suspect this guy. I was getting suspicious messages in all of my end of battle vision scenes, even whenever I use him in the party.
George, is this true? Are you really betraying us?
Now, considering that I've compared this guy to a certain character from Ace Attorney all this time, there's something I could say here, but I really don't want to because of spoilers.
So there really was someone working for the End from the beginning. I'm real scared.
What's the meaning of this, George? You were the one most fixated on upholding justice.
Yes, why would you do this?
I have my own justice I must uphold. I have things that I must protect.
Like, killing everyone in the world?
What are you talking about? We're all here in order to save the world.
Yes, you are right. However, I know the truth.
Such a pity. George Jackman. It seems you don't quite grasp the subtlety that's required for being a turncoat.
Oh, well, the end's confirmed it.
What? What do you mean?
There is only one way for you all to proceed, and that is to erase one of your own by your own hands. And you must all participate in the vote to determine whom. If even a single one is missing, you will not be allowed to progress.
Oh, so if he killed her, then we'd all be trapped in here and slowly starve to death. Yeah, you might have wanted to think that one through.
That's...
I get it. So if we lose even a single member, we won't be able to get past this room at all then.
Oh, that's interesting. So the traitor can't actually kill any of us, because if they do, then we won't even be able to progress past the judgment room. Okay, so the traitor is... I guess that's specifically put in place so they don't expose themselves
For
early.
instance, if they die on the way.
Yeah.
What? Exactly. If you wish to advance, then every last one of you must participate in the judgment. There's no exceptions.
That means at the end's game would get awfully boring if one of us happened to die in a battle. Good thing we can't.
That is why you must cooperate, help each other, aid each other, deepen your bonds with each other.
This is interesting,
and
actually.
Afterwards, you must then erase one of your own comrades after fighting alongside them just moments ago. It's the only way.
Yeah, he just wants us to get attached to each other and then kill each other.
You say some twisted things.
Screw that guy! He says his piece and then runs away?
Yeah, he's got to learn how to listen. Chicks don't like guys who do all the talking.
Yeah, now's not exactly the time to be talking about that.
Well, at least things are a bit more in our favor now, right?
Well, at the moment, though, one chick is not liking the fact that she has a sword to her throat.
So, what's it gonna be, George? For some reason, you knew that this judgment thing is the real deal, and that it's the only way we can proceed.
Exactly. There's no way you could have known that without the fact that you'd been informed about this already, which would mean that since the end made this judgment room, you would have had to have been in contact with him, which means that, yeah, you're probably the traitor. Plus, the
But
end
in order
confirmed
for us to commence the judgment, all of us have to be present. In other words, you can't kill the hostage you have.
Well, good thing she's safe. I do feel kind of bad for him at the moment. He's just completely screwed himself over, and there's absolutely no way he's not getting erased here.
Are you alright?
She doesn't seem to have any external injuries.
I'm fine. I'm sorry I worried all of you.
Oh, yeah, you worried us. Don't blame yourself for that. That was totally the traitor's fault.
I am sorry, Yoko.
He's still apologizing, though.
Seriously, guy, now you're apologizing? Saying sorry doesn't just make it all better.
Go to hell, George. You're gonna get what's coming to you.
It's best you stop. The fact that we can't lay a finger on him applies as well.
Step through
That's,
voting.
of course, if this judgment is the only way we can proceed.
Judgment will now commence.
Oh, I thought that was a Mega Man boss siren.
All participants are to take their place and begin their preparations.
Failure to comply will result in permanent disabilities such as vaporization.
Huh? What was that?
That was this tower's GLaDOS.
I guess it's starting, whether we're ready or not. We don't have much of a choice.
So everyone votes to decide who to erase, huh?
And I'm pretty sure we all know who we're voting for.
I guess we lucked out. We all know exactly who to vote for.
Yeah, I guess this is a way to ease the player into the system on their first playthrough, so they don't have to really worry about an innocent person being erased here.
Oh. George, do you have anything to say for yourself?
Frustrated grunt. That's not exactly the way you want to face your inevitable doom.
No. It goes against my justice to make any excuses.
Still yakking on about justice after taking a bird hostage? You really are a wanker.
You see, originally I was gonna just say more stuff about that, and then I realized she said that, and that was amazing.
Well, let's make things clear. I'm casting my vote for you, George. You got that, you dumbass traitor?
Kinda seems like the only choice in this situation, huh?
See, the real thing I gotta do is to pay attention to the other people here, because some of them might be traitors too.
If we really have to do this, well, I'm sorry, George.
There was a reason why you did that, wasn't there, George? You didn't really mean to kill me, right?
I think he kinda did.
Why aren't you saying anything?
Judgment will now commence. All participants, please submit your vote.
You are this close to suffering vaporization. Yeah.
Must we really do this?
I don't like where this is going, everyone. I'm not hurt at all. See? Let's stop this. There's no reason for us to follow whatever the end tells us.
Hey, I agree with you. This whole thing sucks, big time. But what choice do we have? I mean, we can't stay locked in here forever.
Time isn't on our side. Would you be okay if we sat around and let the world be destroyed?
Oh yeah, we only have 13 days anyway, and then everything's gonna go boom.
That's not what I'm saying. It's just...
Do not hesitate. Each of you should all follow your own sense of justice.
But, George...
I had a feeling that at least one of the traitors was actually going to be kind of sympathetic.
We don't have time to be arguing like this. Let's do it.
The weird thing is that initially I suspected her of being the fixed traitor the first time around, only because I'd actually seen her in a lot of promotional materials as being shown as being erased in the First Judgment. So yeah, promotional materials kinda tricked us there. Then again, the opening did pretty clearly show George holding a sword to Yoko's throat.
Is there no other alternative?
If there was, we'd take it. Okay, so apparently the two people with the highest battle performances overall over the course of the floor, they get 2 votes, and turns out that is I can't believe that I've actually wait, I've forgotten her name. And Toya, surprisingly enough, originally I thought that he had some of the least battle performance. Interesting. Basically, it might be a good idea to make sure that the traitor doesn't get the 2-vote privilege, because that would be, really, really bad. But anyway, now, if you're an idiot, you could go ahead and vote for someone else, but, I'm not that cruel. And yeah, you should feel like a total jerk if you do that. We have 2 votes, and I'm gonna place my 2 votes for the obvious traitor. And once we proceed with this vote, according to the manual, the game automatically saves, so be sure to choose wisely. I am voting for George Jackman, right? Yes, I am. And so it begins. Who is the weakest link? Sorry. This had to be done.
I'd say that's a pretty reasonable outcome.
If there was any other way, we'd take it.
I have no regrets. I have merely acted according to my own sense of justice till the end.
But what was your own sense of justice? Why did you do
May
this?
Justice's glory be forever!
I guess we'll never know then. I'm guessing that one vote on Himeno was George's. So yeah, everyone basically voted for him. Later on this will become a little more important because you might get some indecisive votes and people might just vote for people they don't like, so we've got to manage our trust levels. For that time, it was inevitable. The traitor did something stupid and exposed himself early. Guess this is kind of like what happens in Mafia if you're one of the Mafia and you very, very clearly expose yourself. Then that happens.
He's gone.
Yeah.
How did he just disappear?
At least I have hope that he's not dead. The end was specifically not saying killed here.
He didn't even leave a trace. If this was some magic show, I'd be real impressed.
Exactly. Never found the body. That's usually a good sign that someone isn't really dead.
Where'd he go? Is this a joke?
So he was erased just like that. Or rather, we erased him.
Actually, this almost feels exactly like that Doctor Who episode where people get, who get eliminated in the games get hit by some kind of beam that looks like they're dead, but maybe they just get teleported somewhere else. Again, I had this dreaded feeling that the actual thing that happens when people are erased is even worse than being killed. That's probably going to be the case.
How's that work? He just vanishes?
So what the end said really was true.
Yes, and in the worst way possible. Our predicament is far from over. The end never said that there was just one traitor among us.
Actually, he kind of did earlier on. Maybe that was a mistranslation.
Are you telling me there's more?
I can't say for certain. But now that we know there really was a traitor, are we gonna be able to trust each other?
From now on, it gets even harder to do that, because from this point on, the traitor's identity is completely random.
I'd say it's unlikely, unadvisable even, that we trust each other, now that we have seen the traitor wasn't a bluff.
And they, had to do that from a story standpoint, because they had to show you that there really was a traitor and that the end wasn't lying.
It appears the end has succeeded in sowing discord among us.
So, I really can't trust anyone, huh?
For now, we just have to do our best to do this.
Fine by me. Wasn't planning on trusting any of you losers in the first place.
Well, you can all trust the main guy, seeing as he's almost certainly not going to be a traitor.
Huh? What's that sound?
That's the sound of the system powering down, and the stairs opening up.
Are those stairs?
Looks like we have our way out. How honorable of the end. I'm almost disappointed in him.
What do we do? Should we try looking for George?
I don't think that's going to help.
But where would we even start? He disappeared without a trace. And besides, I doubt he made it, judging by the way he was erased.
That did look kind of painful.
I cannot accept that.
I can't either, but we just have to keep going.
So is he dead?
I'd like to believe he isn't for now.
Without a proper body for me to examine, I can't really answer that.
Yeah, first rule of story is whenever you don't find the body, suspect that someone isn't dead.
Jeez. I mean, we get to keep going, yeah, but I still feel really bad about all this.
That pretty much sums things up.
It really can't be helped, can it? Someone we thought was our comrade turned out to be a traitor, plus gotten erased.
I'm pretty sure it's impossible to get a non-traitor erased in this
And
one.
furthermore, there may be even other traitors to boot.
One of them may be you.
What a pain in the ass.
Or you.
Let's move on, everyone. There's no point in worrying about this here.
But...
We have a mission to accomplish. If we keep standing here doing nothing, the world might come to an end. We need to keep going. We can't let George's sacrifice be in vain.
Show's right, I think. The game is changing, and we need to adapt to survive.
You say that, but what if there is another traitor?
What if you're another traitor?
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Exactly. For now, we just have to not worry too much.
I feel you're being overly optimistic, but I understand what you're getting at. There's no helping it given the situation.
Let's keep going. Who cares if there's a traitor coming with us? Trust no one, and continue to fight by taking advantage of those around you.
Let's not take advantage of each other.
That mindset makes things easy.
So much for one big happy family.
All right, let's go. But I believe in every one of you. There aren't any traitors among us.
The hopelessly optimistic one. Actually, that's the other guy, but you're
I don't have much faith in any of you. You step out of line, and I'll take you out myself.
You actually can't do that, because then we can't progress.
That sentiment applies to you as well. You'd best watch yourself.
Yeah, our trust levels have gone down pretty dramatically.
I take it no one has any objections to proceeding then? Alright, let's go.
And so we move on. And yes, it auto-saves after judgment, so, yeah, if you erase an innocent, there's no taking it back. Of course, you could probably use some kind of hacks by, copying save files to other storage devices, but, yeah, cheating like that is not justice and a dishonor to George's memory. So now we're in Original Memory, the second floor, otherwise known as the plant area.
What?
I was wondering about that too.
No.
Huh, we can insert this into our gear and then...
Huh?
Well...
So, here's the... So, a lot of people might be wondering, when you erase characters, you go, oh no, all that effort I put into leveling up someone is wasted, right? Actually, no. Not only does that character leave behind all of their equipment, they also leave behind this stone, which lets anyone else use their abilities. And from the looks of the skill trees, this leads to some quite interesting combinations. So now we can equip George's physical skills on anyone else.
Damn.
Yeah. And we actually need to do that if we want to unlock some abilities on the skill trees. You know, if you're particularly cruel, then you could even deliberately erase people who aren't the traitors, just get abilities you want. But you wouldn't do that, would you? So yeah, Fate Materia, yep. So you can equip the abilities of erased characters. And each character can equip a maximum of 2, which basically proves that, yeah, we're going to be erasing more. Let's just check the generator really quick. Okay, we have some new equipment that we can buy. And yes, one of our team is gone. And we can't even use this new katana. Okay, this one has a higher critical hit rate from the looks of things. So different weapons do have different stats. Considering you're the only one who can use shotguns, I may as well buy this for you. We have any extra... Oh, wow, okay, barrier tech level 2. Noise limiter. Ailment resist, okay. And shot deflector, shock absorber, and reflector pin. Okay. We've got a lot of options here, but these options are quite expensive. And then we have apps, which just kind of slightly raise stats. Now we can get health capsule plus, gift capsule. Oh, mind capsules. These are going to be very, very useful. I am very, very... What is... Charm is in this game, wow. And those life packs are expensive. Oh, and we have grenades that are very expensive too. You know, I might want to dissolve some of our old equipment that we're not actually using at the moment. But I might do that off camera. Let's see how many conversations we can have. And well, already one of our numbers gone. And just a quick check of what missions we have available. In the second area, we have Merciless Tower, a 3-star mission. And do we have anything new in tips? or on characters. I'm guessing you unlock these when you max out the... Alright, no, these are just the ones that you find. Okay, I actually think we will continue on next time. So, next time on Lost Dimension, we will do some conversations and progress into Floor 2. See you then.